back, everybody! Kingdom Hearts, episode 2. Oh, Evan, me and Evan, before we started the first playthrough, we drank some coffee. You should take it slow on that. As he takes a sip. Yeah, take it really slow.
Yo.
Anyway.
I'll just mellow out right here, but...
So this guy right here is from Final Fantasy. Yeah. This guy is from Final Fantasy right here. So the little Moogle.
What are we playing?
I love how you say it with a straight face, like you know.
Are we recording?
Yeah. What I forgot what Zelda episode that was, but Evan just turns to me, is just like, "Are we recording?" I'm like, bro, where have you been? Anyway,
reason you guys are visiting?
this is the main story right here.
It's not just for the cheese.
We got Hercules and his pipes.
Oh yeah.
Sora's main quest.
It sounds like somebody forgot.
I love that
I
person.
just took my time remembering. Herc, I came here so I could ask you something.
Ask me?
Can you...
Yeah. Do you
No.
remember the last
Just
time we
kidding.
were
$5?
together?
Do
You were feeling down and out.
$10?
How'd you get your strength back?
Oh, I love
When
it.
you jumped in and saved Meg?
The hero
Because
quest.
she was a...
She was my bae.
Nobody really cared about her anyways, so...
She was my bae. I actually think Meg is like super
I
attractive.
wanted to save
I had a
you with all
huge
my
crush on
heart,
her
but
when I was a kid.
We're gonna
it's
have to
not
talk
like I
about,
can tell you how.
Disney cartoon
man.
crushes.
cartoon and show crushes, like even
All my
games.
strength is
You should
gone
make
from me
notes.
too. That's why I need you.
Because I will
Because I
forget.
was hoping
Title
you
of
might
Kingdom
have a
Hearts 3?
solution or something.
I'm sorry, Sora.
Oh, those eyes. I just get lost in them.
Isn't that what happens when you look at me?
Oh, here we go. Oh, I just love the, like, monuments are being destroyed because of these things.
Let's talk later.
Right. Once we've dealt with
Alright,
these
once you write that,
guys,
let's get back into this.
Alright, so what's going on, everybody? It's your boy.
It's your boy, Wolf Firefox 3000.
Check me out on SoundCloud. I'm
Like my Minecraft page.
subscribe.
So yeah, dude, this is it. This is the main hack and slash of Kingdom Hearts.
Alright, so what is Hercules? He's so useless right now. So what are you gonna do?
So, and this is actually one of the only times that I know of where you're actually playing with not only Donald and Goofy, but your side character as well. So what's really cool about Kingdom Hearts is that,
Is Pluto in this?
yeah, he is actually. So
Pee my pants.
exactly,
I'm gonna pee my pants.
exactly. So check this out. So normally in Kingdom Hearts games,
Should I go get my stuffed animal?
no, you're fine. You don't have to do that. But normally in Kingdom Hearts fashion, you have to actually sub out one of your party members, which is either Donald or Goofy, and you can actually play with one of the normal, or one of the other playable characters, such as Hercules, and all like good stuff, like Sir Hercules, the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, God, Hercules, Peter Pan, Jack Skellington, which is, oh, I wish that world would have come back. Halloween Town from what's it called? The Land Before Time. Oof. look at
It's
that.
Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito.
No, not with the Heartless involved. We're just
The
lucky
Nightmare
our
Before
friend
Christmas.
showed
Sorry
up.
guys, I like blanked out on that name.
What do you know?
Anyway,
Sora.
I had a
Does
huge,
Danny DeVito talk?
actually
Yes,
he
I
doesn't
owe
do
you
any
a big
talking
thing.
in this game. Not that I've ever heard of.
You need to stay someplace safe. We'll search the city
So check it
and
out.
make sure everyone manages to get clear of the fire.
Be careful.
I'm so heroic.
Look at those chungas, bro.
So,
Him or her?
of course we're in.
I'll let you figure that one out.
Break a leg then.
All right, you're done. No more coffee for you. Make sure you hide that. No, hide
you should go
it.
with Meg.
Look, doesn't say anything.
What? No.
In the first Kingdom Hearts game, he's the first character that talks to you. Is Phil. The second one, he's still around and he talks.
You gotta keep
And this
it
one,
safe.
nothing.
No.
I know. I was just kind of like,
No.
I expected him to talk, but
No.
I guess that wasn't in the budget. I don't know.
It's not loud.
It's not loud.
Not loud.
Check this out, dude.
It.
Look at his ear. Look how he puts up his ear.
I hear a voice.
Oh, it's so cute. It's just-
I have seasonal depression.
Over that way.
Actually, yeah, dude. When Kingdom Hearts, I'll go into the story of like what Kingdom Hearts means to me and everything like that. and we can kind of go over like how games have changed our lives or how certain things have affected us. Kingdom Hearts is one of these major things that has actually done something for me as well. Like people like the Completionist. If you go to the Completionist channel, and he talks about what Kingdom Hearts means to me, and then his reviews for Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Get on that.
Like, it's pretty insane that I thought I was the only one that related to Kingdom Hearts in a bigger way, where it actually affected me emotionally.
Yeah.
But it did it
That's good.
across the world. It's insane when it came out. But yeah, I'll talk about that as we actually start doing some gameplays.
I don't think this is a good idea.
But dude, look at that strength. Look at those characters. Those big chungus. Look at this. At first, I thought he overshot it by 1,000,000, and I was waiting for him to be like, "Oh, dang it!" And then they just kept getting shot around to different worlds, because it looked like this kid was like literally 2 feet away from him.
Yeah.
So it's like he overshot it. Is what I thought it was.
No
Hold on, how
problem.
did Goofy hear that far away? It's like,
He's a dog.
We better check and see if anyone else needs us.
He's got superhuman hearing.
Well,
Oh, super
if it
dog.
isn't Sarah and the king's pawns.
Oh, big trouble.
Pete,
What do you got too?
are you the reason the Heartless are here?
Oh, look at that.
Certainly not.
it's funny how like a villain has such like an innocent little brother name, like Pete.
Yep. She just uses him as a pawn though. But Pete is like a big idiot where he just follows the crowd.
Waste
like
no
everybody else
time
that
with
listens
the
to music.
boy. He's inconsequential.
So
We
the
have
main
a
thing
far
is that like
pressing matter
everyone
to
knows that
attend
Sora's
to.
weak, and even Sora knows it too, and he's really self-conscious about it. But it's the main theme of this whole thing right now is how does he get his strength back?
As for you three, we shall meet again when I have time.
It's like Harry
for
Potter.
such trifles.
You three.
You are always causing trouble. To the dungeons.
Wait!
I love you, Mr. Big Guy. Look at Donald's tail. Oh, and they're cute. I have a thing for ducks, guys. I should have mentioned that.
It's fine. I can take it.
When she rejects you.
Yep.
It's fine. And your friends are like,
Yeah.
oh, we should just go drinking. How about that?
Oh, I love this game because like it talks to you like, or the characters talk to each other like as if like
We know you.
you know,
You can
put yourself
take
as
it.
Sora's place
Don't say that!
and think of like these
Oh, I
characters as
just say
friends
what
that you've
he's
never
saying.
had. That's how I saw Kingdom Hearts. Is like when these people are talking to you, it almost feels like these were friends that you wish you had back in the day. Because this is you're playing the game when like I played this game when I was like 12 or something like that. I don't even know when.
Yeah.
Really young, and these characters are like they feel so real and so personalized because of how they talk to you, how they interact with each other. But let's go with you first. I want to ask you what is one game that has really impacted you or has made you be like, wow, this has actually changed my life. You said Life is Strange was one of them.
Yeah, I would say that I might have to go through like the list of games that I've played. I want to say that would probably be like my biggest one, because mostly the story games that really get you developed into the characters
Yes.
is what really makes the emotional attachment.
That's what this Kingdom Hearts whole thing was, yeah. Well, what was for you? You said Life is Strange. Was there anything specific about that one?
I think how it dealt with the characters,
Okay.
so you could relate. I think it kept it broad enough where you could either be kind of like the shy girl, which is
Oh, you get to choose your personalities.
No, you don't get to choose it, but in the story, the people you care, the friends you have, or the people you talk to, you can see each individual person, and they have their own unique flavor. Like it really personalizes them,
Right.
and that's great to see. Whereas like if you play like San Andreas or something,
Yeah.
I mean, they do have their own characters, but I guess in any game there's an NPC.
Yeah.
Just to kind of imagine them just really bland. When you think of an NPC, you just think of, oh, they're just a useless character.
Yeah. Where they don't
Whereas-
add any value or any benefit to.
Exactly. But in the story games, there's kind of a limited number of characters, but they make that world connection, so everybody knows each other. It's kind of this small town thing,
Yeah.
in Oregon or whatever it is. what's going on here? Because I don't want to.
No, keep going. So this is just showing us how to traverse the world through using the character's abilities, which is one of the first times you actually do this.
Okay.
But yeah, you can keep going.
Cool. I would say less of the games that kind of impacted my life, and more of the shows, because I really learned maybe more reflecting off of. Big surprise. Avatar: The Last Airbender was my biggest TV show when I was a kid.
Yep.
Along with actually Chuck, which is
I've never seen it.
was one of my favorite, and still is. We'll have to watch that.
Your parents watched it almost every other night, right?
Kind of. We actually, me and my dad watched Chuck like over 5 times over.
Yeah, because I think I see the DVDs out there, right? Like
yeah, we actually started rewatching it a little bit.
Interesting.
That's a really good one. So that's Chuck is actually about this nerd who gets sent the Intersect, which is this computer. After 9/11, all government factions, so like the NSA and CIA, all their intelligence got put into this one computer. So like all the government secrets are into this one computer. And Bryce Larkin, Chuck's old roommate from when he went to Stanford, actually sent the email or the Intersect information to Chuck. And so all of this information or government secrets are these digital images. So when you see these images, they're like decoded into all this information.
Okay.
So an image of a dog could actually be hundreds, if not thousands of people's information or encrypted data is what it is. So now he saw all these images, but the drive got destroyed, so he's a human Intersect where he can look at somebody's face and basically kind of like facial recognition,
right,
but recognize an item, a face, a scar, just like some sort of data, and it'll process it. So it's like he can remember things that he shouldn't remember.
Chuck, the person.
Yes, Chuck. So like, let's say I went out into the street and saw somebody with a necklace and I recognized the necklace, I'd be like, whoa, I remember that necklace was
from
used.
this meme or something like that.
Yeah, it was like, oh man, that was a 2002 drug dealer item or whatever, and just this random thing that a human wouldn't really know.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
But then they make it an action adventure type of thing, along with some drama. How he falls in love with the CIA agent and all that.
Oh, so they put more, but the more emphasis is like not espionage, but it's more of like a government thing. Right?
Yeah, so
that's the main story thing.
What I should have said is the plot is basically these an NSA Casey and the CIA Sarah. They're just there to protect Chuck because Chuck's just trying to live his life. And they were in the first episode. They were gonna send him off into some government like bunker underneath, thousands of miles down. Whatever.
Yeah.
Or hundreds, but instead of that, Chuck is just gonna live his normal life.
Timer, right?
But I'll set it for whatever. And so they're just trying to protect him while he goes about his normal life. So they get jobs around him, and they go off on these missions, trying to just make the world better.
Like,
15.
Do 20.
Okay. So throughout this, you really kind of learn about, or at least I felt like I learned a lot about different characters and how he handles it.
Right.
And it made me reflect on kind of his choices.
Right.
So he tried to do like the best thing he could because he can't tell his family or friends about it, and he has to keep this huge secret that keeps impacting all of his social life and how his world and the mission, like government world, they collide, and that just kind of creates mayhem for him.
Oh, I love that. I love when like those more themes, interact. Yeah.
And he has to deal with the stress of like, oh my god, the worlds are colliding. Like this mission we have now impacts my family life, and they're in danger. Like this is not okay.
Yeah.
And then they try to deal with that, and then there's the funny comedic element that they keep you informed of what's going on at the Bymore, which is the Bymore is that world's Best Buy. So Chuck works as a nerd herd, or in latter terms, what is it? The Geek Squad? Yeah. So it's basically the equivalent of a Geek Squad.
Sure.
So there's this whole drama of like all the, I want to say workers and employees, they're just so stupid but funny. It's
Yeah, I mean, it sounds awesome. I've never seen it, but it sounds something very interesting. But no, I was just kind of wondering, like, for games, like, if I was like, you were telling me that Life is Strange was one of the games where you were like learning about, where it impacted you, or I thought it did. But that's kind of what I wanted to tailor to, is like, what was for me, not only Kingdom Hearts, but like Devil May Cry introduced me to like fighting games, but more specifically, God, I can't think of any other game that I played other than Pokemon. Like, made me, I don't know, fall in love with like all the creatures, and like made me, think of how, I don't know, like it made me imagine, like, okay, if I lived in a Pokemon world, like this is what it would be, and it would be awesome. So that's kind of how I saw it, Where Kingdom Hearts was like in a time where I was, I don't know, going through, not depression, but just going through like sadness, where most of my friends were gone and I was just spending summer alone. I'd play Kingdom Hearts, and the way that these characters open up their personalities and like the way that the story's playing out, it kind of like, it made me realize, like, oh my god, like,
yeah,
it made me feel like content that there's something that's really relatable that I'm playing right now. That's awesome.
And one day you'll be
But yeah,
great heroes,
sweet.
just like Hercules.
But yeah, Kingdom Hearts, it means a lot to me. This whole game, it's awesome.
For the games, I didn't really play many games besides either Wii games or old NES games, because I guess I bonded more of an attraction or an attachment to the old school like NES retro games.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did with my dad. I didn't really play games by myself until like 2 years ago, until I bought my PC.
Yeah.
By then, I'd already gotten to my teens, whatever. Besides Life is Strange and some of those storytelling games, I didn't have that like younger games playing. Well, though, it's just so cool. You just went around the pillar like that.
Yeah, like if you look at what's going on, there's a lot of crazy stuff that's going on in this game already. So right now, this is kind of more pertaining to you, that all of these secret ingredients that I'm grabbing are about Remy, I think is the name of the rat from Ratatouille, right? We're getting a bunch of ingredients for him.
Nice.
But check this out, dude. Like, look at this. You see that? Do you see what's going on? Like, you get why this game is awesome, right? Like,
It's not okay.
but yeah, like, so your first impressions, someone that's never played Kingdom Hearts before. Oh, you gotta jump. What do you think of it?
I think it's
There's a lot that you don't really know of right now. That's why, like,
yeah.
I really wish this would have been the game for you to play, because it honestly, from everything that from what you tell me of like things that impact you, like from what you're explaining to me of things that you like or whatever, this game, Kingdom Hearts 1, would have been like the game for you. And it's funny that it was made for you, but you never got to play it. And
I feel like starting off with Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and like doing the progression would have been more impactful,
Well, yeah, that's why I said, like, you don't start with, like, we have to start with 3 because like it came out and I want to do it for the channel.
Yeah.
And for ourselves as well. Like, this is huge, but yeah, you
obviously,
need to start with Kingdom Hearts 1.
For me,
2 and 3.
Games or stories feel very plastic unless you really make those characters believable. Like, I'll watch movies and whatever, but wouldn't really care or want to see them. That's why I don't watch movies anymore, because most of the time I'll feel like they're just so, like, why bother if they're not going to be that great of a movie?
Well, that's because you watch terrible movies, though. I mean, like, I actively watch movies, but the movies that you watch are like, why the?
But I feel like I would always get let down,
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, that's why I just don't watch terrible movies. That's why, like, I know what I'm kind of getting into when I'm watching. Like, when there's a movie that like I want to watch, like people would review it, and from the talk, it's like, okay, this is what generally people are saying, that it's good to just go and watch it, no spoilers or whatever.
Right.
So that when I go to it, I'm not already getting this. I'm going into it open-minded and just looking to have a good time, which is my only thing. But that's what I'm saying. Like, this Kingdom Hearts 1, it really gets you invested in the characters and like the life of what's going on, and it really connects with you. It's not so much of like heavy-handed about the combat, which is what it's mainly about, but like it really does a good job of like solidifying what it means to be a person. It's really good. Yeah. What is that?
Interesting. I was just trying to log into my account to see the games that I have on Steam.
Oh yeah.
But I can't remember my password.
You gotta write it down, Johnny.
It's upstairs, Dad.
You could probably you might have to do it later. Yeah.
But
But you see this? Look at this. Do you see that?
Miniature statue.
Look at Phil! Oh, I just knocked him over. No! I just love how Phil's like a giant. Look at how dorky he looks. Like, look at that. Anyway, I just love how little things like that are across the world. And do you know do you know what a hidden Mickey is? Right?
Hidden Mickey?
The conspiracy of Disney.
No, what?
So all around Disney.
Oh yeah.
Disney parks?
Yes.
There's a thing called hidden Mickeys where you oops, I'm not going wrong. Where there's like little Mickey symbols everywhere, right? So the whole point is that like they're everywhere in Disney parks. And Swoozy, is a YouTuber. He actually makes a vlog about like his time at Disney, and he talks about like how they call hidden Mickeys or whatever. Where they're everywhere and they pretty much brainwash you and all that stuff to make you like love Disney and all that stuff. At least that's the way he puts it, which is hilarious. But they actually put that in this game where you actively go out and find Mickey Mouse little emblems. And I thought that was hilarious when they're like, "There's hidden Mickeys here, so just keep an eye out for them." And I'm like, "Am I being brainwashed right now?" I feel like I am.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, dude, this is crazy. So you get Sora right here. I should mention that like you have Goofy's defense, I guess, in a way, like metaphorically. Goofy is the defense, kind of smallest brawler. Donald is Goofy's the defense. Donald is the magic user, and Sora's a combination of all of them.
Okay.
So that's kind of how it works. In other Kingdom Hearts games, they're not really useless, but more or less like they don't do as much damage as Sora. Because Donald specializes in magic and Goofy in defense, right?
Okay.
So, and Sora being like the best of all three. So how this works, or how in Kingdom Hearts fashion, I actually usually sub out Donald, even though I love Donald, but I would sub out Donald for the other playable characters, such as, I guess it depends who it is, but like, I guess Auron from Kingdom Hearts 2, because he's more of an attack dealer, Rather, I like to play Brawl.
There's a chest down there.
Yep, I'm about to get it. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do this. I didn't mean to do that. Go back. Nice. I don't know how I did that, but I meant to just grab all these stuff, and I was just spamming triangle. But yeah, like, this game is tailored, or Kingdom Hearts is kind of tailored to your playstyle. Whoa, I glitched. To what you like. Like, do you like to use magic? You can focus on magic. Do you like to use, do you want to focus on defense? You can focus on your defense when you do
That's kind of like a Dark Souls element,
Exactly. But it's pretty cool. Okay, and down there, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, Goofy, get over here, dude. It's Goofy down. Yeah, so down on the screen, bottom right, you get to see the characters' faces. Now, I haven't seen it yet, but in Kingdom Hearts, I think 1 and 2, they would show the characters like do a face, and like when they take damage, they'll do like a little, like a little grunting face.
Okay.
I haven't seen it yet, but it's kind of cool that it like when you get hit, the little.
Oh, they're shaking. Yeah.
Yeah, you see that? There's so much detail to these games, it's insane. But let's see. I'm gonna get. Oh, these are probably not the good enemies to try this out. But I wanted to see if they actually implemented that, because I haven't checked yet. Well, when you get hit, if the face is down there, change. Because it's cool that it went from like standby, this is standby mode, to battle mode. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, their faces just went like really serious when they were in battle mode.
So, this is... I thought Herc was gonna die here. They kind of set it up for that.
Like they're so useless.
Yeah.
Can they not like leave?
They're scared, dude. Freaking out. Oh, I love it. They're just so inconvenient.
We need to save these people.
Just let the people die. It's fine.
Can you hold the building?
You're crazy. You're a psychopath.
That's what Hitler said.
We're gonna do this quick.
Yeah. Don't drink any more coffee. drink water. You can't drink coffee. I
need to
forbid
wake
you. That too.
I need to wake up, take off makeup, because all I do is cake.
Yeah.
Be real, that's how I feel.
Yeah. So this, what's about to happen right here is, they call it a style. It's called a style command. Where if you use a certain, like if you use magic, you see that little arrow on top of the command. You see how it's like one little arrow, then it has 2,
Yeah.
and then it'll gain 3. Basically, depending on what I'm using, it'll, if I attack, it'll change Sora's form.
Oh, it's
So-
like One Piece. The game. It's kind of like that hack and slash thing.
Maybe I haven't played, so I really don't know.
That was actually a lot of fun. I played that with my friend when I was over at his house, and we'd have sleepovers, just playing.
It sounds awesome, but I don't think I've ever played.
Playing the One Piece because I didn't really get it until we played it or some of it, and I was like, okay, whatever. I don't really like hack and slash, but once
Yeah.
it implemented, once I started watching One Piece, I was like, oh, dude, this is actually really dope.
Yeah.
The fact that, I mean, there was a bunch of characters that I didn't really know or how to use, but after like seeing a couple bosses or getting through like. I stopped watching after episode 60, but
Yeah.
I got like a first couple characters, and playing that was really interesting.
Nice. But yeah, this is kind of like, I mean, like I don't know the kind of game that you're talking about for which specific One Piece game, but what I was trying to say is that like here, depending on what you attack with, so if I attack with the sword, with the Keyblade, I will change into my power form, which is basically a brawler version of Sora, where his clothes will change, and all that stuff. So now this is his second form. So this is going off of Kingdom Hearts 2, where you're using your Kingdom Hearts 2 moveset, which is what this is. And just being able to see this like in an updated, you know, for Unreal 4 engine, whatever, I thought it was insane. There we go. Just being able to use your old moveset when you change forms, I thought was insane when I first played this game. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. So yeah,
Get the people out!
if I use magic, for example, if I keep using magic, then I'll use a stronger magic as a finisher. Is essentially what it is. So you get to choose how you play this game.
Go quickly.
It's awesome.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, he just walks up and be like, are you okay? Do you have legs? Can you actually walk out?
Do you see those things that are attached to your thighs? Like those are legs.
Use them!
Johnny, you can use them. What's wrong with you?
No reason to do that.
Baby got him back. Sorry, there's someone that hit the legs. Oh, how much? Johnny! Oh, we'll go for like a little bit longer. A couple minutes. But look at this, dude.
Hercules, he's fine. It's gonna be okay.
You can't kill off a Disney character like that. But I actually thought they were gonna pull a punch here, and I'm like, oh my god, they killed Hercules. I didn't think so.
Nice. He's like, oh, just another Tuesday.
Yeah. You know,
Scared us.
this is what I do every day.
It's nothing. That's what these are for.
Oh, I love it. Look, I love how like it's meant to be like childish thing, and then you got this guy, which is the serious side of Kingdom Hearts.
You're Zigbar.
This is where things get real, you know. So he is one of the villains from Kingdom Hearts 2. So he's a nobody, right? Empty husk that has no heart or feelings. Which I don't understand how that works, because like they all kind of talk like they have feelings, like. You know, I don't know how you pretty much do that in the game, but they were like, we have no feelings, we have no hearts. It's like, well, you talk like you have ambition.
I mean,
You know,
it's literally a living me. So, like, I can relate to him.
Tricks like that don't
So-
fly for your average.
sure. So this is one of the main villains from Kingdom Hearts 2. So in Kingdom Hearts 2, there are 17 darkness people of darkness or whatever, 13 nobodies, and the whole purpose of them is to recreate Kingdom Hearts again, right? So he's one of them. Supposedly, I already killed this guy in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Supposedly.
I already killed him. But when you defeat a nobody, they go back to their original bodies. And that's where, like, it's kind of trippy that, like, you think that someone's dead, and then you see them again, and it's just like, how are you alive? And then that's when like that's how Kingdom Hearts is so meta. It's just like, how did this happen? And that's where stories become very convoluted and very confusing. So I'm gonna try to break it down as much as I can here. But yeah, this is one of the bad guys. Zigbar, KH2.
Why would I ever take advice
Samuel L.
from you?
As if. You don't have any choice
I'm here to talk
but
to you about the
follow this
Avengers
sweet little
Initiative.
trail of breadcrumbs. And
I just
at
wanna
the
tell
end,
you
you'll
that,
finally realize what destiny has in
Tom
store
Holland has a better
for you.
ass than Captain Marvel.
Your reward might be
Which
right
I
around
don't know how that happens, but like
You're so
that boy's got
close.
some damn hips. You know what I'm saying? Daddy. Oh yeah, and there's people that like traverse darkness. They can warp.
Rose
This is
hearts.
what he just did. He warped in and out of like
Sora,
Worlds.
don't let him
out of
bother you.
yeah worlds and places.
He's just trying to get under your skin because he thinks he can. But we'll prove him wrong. We'll show him that our sacrifices haven't been for nothing.
You're right.
He looks like one of those sad anime girls.
Well, yeah. Oh, and that's another thing about Kingdom Hearts. Thank you for reminding me. Is that it actually combines anime as well, the anime art style. You know, Sora being like the anime character, and that's something that like I always like. I loved anime as a kid growing up. You know, like I used to watch anime all the time. So whenever I played Kingdom Hearts, it made me feel like I was immersed in this whole world. You know, I became like a huge weeb.
What?
A weeble.
This is so weeby.
Yeah.
Sasuke!
Sasuke. Naruto. Hokage! Oh, man, I love it. So,
Alright. We might have to catch you guys in the next episode.
yeah, so thank you guys for keeping up with us. We're just
Alright.
we're gonna keep doing this so
We're gonna roll right into the
the next episode. So we'll see you in like hopefully another day.
Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and you can even ask us questions on Twitter. We'll ask them live on the show. And
Answer them, yeah. We'll answer them live.
what did I say?
You said ask them. We'll ask them live.
We'll ask
Well,
them
like,
questions.
you have the right train of thought. So yeah, guys, we'll see you in a
Alright.
bit.